And then I asked for a Sprite. They didn't have any Sprite. So I was like, ooh, no Sprite. What is going on? Third world problems. So we are back with another video. We are back with yet another full review video. Diasha is here. I'm in a new state. Not new state. It's, you know, we've been here before. But I am back in New York City. And today we are going to try Kokomo's. I am so excited. I've been trying to get to this restaurant since I went back in February, but this time I was finally able to make it. So let's hop right into the video.
Almost made you love me, almost made you cry, almost made you happy, babe. Didn't I? You almost had me thinking you were turned around, but everybody knows almost to the ground. Almost heard her saying you were finally free. What was always missing for you, babe? You found it in me, but you can't get to heaven. Okay. And all the ground, everybody knows almost to the ground. I can't keep on loving you one foot outside the door. I hear a funny hesitation, but that's never really sure. Can't keep on trying if you're looking for more than all that I can give you. And what you came here for, I'm gonna find me some fun.
All right, y'all, so I am here to tell you guys all about my experience at Kokomo's. So it started with us leaving from one end of Brooklyn and going to the other one. So as you guys, well, you guys will later learn, you guys will see a vlog tomorrow detailing all of this. But we went to the Brooklyn Museum because we were going to go to another restaurant, but then we changed our mind because we wanted Kokomo's more. So to get from one end of Brooklyn, which was by the Botanic Garden, and to get to the other side, it was about 45 minutes. So it took us a long time to get there, and we rode the subway, of course, but it was only one train ride. Most of our time, it took us to actually walk from the subway to the building. So when we got there, I didn't realize that you needed reservations. Yes, I know I'm slacking. This trip was a little different because you guys know I usually have an itinerary. I'm usually like, this is what we're gonna do, this is what time we're gonna do it, and this is how we're gonna do it. That's usually what I do. But this time I just wanted it to be like relaxed, free. Like I didn't want us to be on a time crunch. I wanted us to just have a good time, and that's what we did. We didn't have a schedule. We didn't know what we were gonna do. Like when we made it to Kokomo's, we literally just said, the morning of, I said, let's go to Brooklyn today. And Gabby, of course, was like, okay, that's fine. We got on the train, we went to Brooklyn, we ended up at the garden, and then we decided we wanted to have dinner at Kokomo's. So when we got there, we learned that you needed a reservation. So that was my bad, because when I went on their Instagram, I didn't see anything about a reservation. But I guess because due to COVID, it's better to have a reservation. And I usually always have one, but this time I didn't have a reservation. But we were greeted by the host. She was like, do you have a reservation? We said no. She was like, it was kind of busy when we went, but I told her that I was filming a video, and she was like, she was gonna get me in anyway, but she wanted to see if I wanted to sit outside or inside. I wanted to sit on the inside because outside it was those little tents, and they had like a lot of music playing. They had music playing on the inside too, but I just preferred to sit on the inside for that night. I don't know, that was just my preference. So she did what she had to do. She got me in, and we got a seat on the inside. Whew, thank God, we got it. So we were seated finally, it didn't take a long time. She had to kind of see, because like I said, they were packed, and she was doing me a favor, so I was just waiting there patiently. So she got us a seat, and we were seated. We were greeted by our waiter, and he was very nice. He was handsome, he was nice, and he was very knowledgeable about the menu. And we decided to order oxtails after conversing with him about what was the best things. Like, we kept asking about this, that. They had a lot going on, and we went at happy hour. They had drinks. I ended up ordering the oxtails. So I got the oxtails, and they came with like French onion on top for presentation. I could have did without it, but Kokomo's was giving me like upscale Jamaican food, if that makes sense. Like, everything was like, it wasn't just here, it was like elevated. And I did enjoy that about the experience. We got the oxtails. It had the French onions on top of it. I could have done without those, but it did make for nice plating. I personally don't like onions. I don't like onions in almost any form. French, I could probably bear them sauteed, but anything else, it's a no for me. And then I also had peas and rice, and I also had plantain. The plantain was like $9. Let me check to make sure. Let me make sure I'm not tripping. Let me get the full price. Yeah, oh no, there was $10. Sweet plantains, $10. Okay, that was expensive. And then I also got me a Jamaican cola. On the menu they call it a cola champagne. That's the official name for it. But every time I went to the little Jamaican spot near my house and we had it for dinner, we always just called it a what do we call it? A cola, Jamaican cola. And that was $4. And those things are $1 in the store. Now that part, okay, when I saw the plantain, I said $10 for some sweet plantain. Danger. I said, we in New York, so I'm gonna go with it. And then I asked for a Sprite. They didn't have any Sprite. So I was like, ooh, no Sprite. What is going on? Third world problems. They don't have Sprite. World stop. World stop. They don't have Sprite. But I moved on. I said, okay, so what kind of drinks do you have? And they had they had ginger ales. They had Pepsi products, I think. But they did not have a Sprite. So I ended up getting a Jamaican cola, and it was $4. And when I saw it on there, I saw it was called a cola champagne. I was like, I'm not sure what this is, but I think this is the Jamaican soda that I always get. So I got it, and when I saw it, I said, okay, I like it, so that's cool. But when I saw the $4, I was like, man, I'm gonna show y'all a picture of it in the store where it's like $1, maybe like 98 cents. It's cheap, okay? And I paid $4. But that goes to tell you, that goes to show you, I knew what I was getting, and because I wanted it, I bought it. So you can say this, you can say that, but guess what? They made their profit. They gotta do what they gotta do. It's a business. I'm here for it. You know, you live and you learn. And I was really tickled because I had a whole, like, we just got a whole case at home. It is what it is. So yes, your girl paid $4 for a $1 drink, and I wish I could say that that's the worst I've ever done with ridiculous spending. Okay, and then we also got, what did Gabby get? Gabby got oxtails as well. We also got the wings as our appetizer. Like I told you guys, they did have a happy hour, and the happy hour made the wings half off, so I think those came out to be $10. The wings were really good. My only complaint was they were spicy. Y'all know I don't like spice. Like, we couldn't even finish them. I'm a wimp, So it could have just been that my spice level is little to none. So if you like spice, go for it. If you don't, tread lightly. So with all that being said, let's hop right into the review portion. So for presentation, I would give them a 9 out of 10. They did do a good job of plating. I did see the rice nice and molded, and they put those French onions on there, and it didn't come on the same plate. That was also very interesting. We thought that it would just be like the rice on one side and then the oxtails right next to it, but the oxtails came on a serving plate, and then the rice and I think I had like a little side salad came on a plate as well. That also made it a little difficult, because maybe it's just me, y'all tell me, but I like to put my gravy on my rice. So what we did was we pulled all the French onions off of the oxtails, and then we just took the whole oxtail plate and poured it on our rice, and it did turn out to be really good. And then for portion, I would give them a 9 out of 10 as well, because I did have a lot of oxtails. Like I had at least, I say 7 or 8, maybe even 10. I had a good amount. And then the ones that I did have, they were the big ones, the meaty ones. They weren't just full of fat. Those things was full of meat, and they was seasoned. I said, okay. I was here for it. So let's get right into taste. So for taste, I would give them a 8 out of 10, because I did enjoy the oxtails. I did enjoy the rice. It was a little flat. Like I could have used a little more salt, but that could just be one of my preferences. I did enjoy the plantain. They were super sweet. I know sometimes when you go to those restaurants, the plantain is included, but the last few I've been to, I've had to purchase them separately. So let me know down below, when you go to your Jamaican restaurant, are the plantains included, or do you have to purchase them separately? And then the drinks were really good to Gabby, because Gabby said she did enjoy them. She had one that was called like I think it was called a shirt and blouse. A blouse and skirt. And she said it was good. And then we also tried the happy hour mango rum. I wasn't a huge fan of it, because it was just, I don't think I like frozen drinks. I just don't like the taste of alcohol. That's just the moral of the story. And then I gave you portion, taste. Oh, price? I would give them like a 7 out of 10, because although it was an upscale experience, it was really pricey. The only thing, okay, so for the oxtails were $34, which is average. Like I had no complaints on that. Considering the portion amount and the taste and everything, I was okay with the $34 oxtails. Only thing I had a problem with was the $4 cola, and I understand they have to make their money, and the $10 plantain. How much is a plantain? Y'all comment down below, how much are those things? How much are they in the store? I've never bought one. I've never made one at home. So comment down below and tell me how much are they at the store, because it seems like they must be expensive. And I noticed, I'm filming this after Thanksgiving and we've done all the grocery shopping, everything is more expensive. So I can't take off too many points, because when we went grocery shopping for Thanksgiving, groceries have went up. Like we got what we usually get. Like I usually go grocery shopping for mom when she does Thanksgiving, and I get the stuff for her, and it was like $2.50 more than what it usually is. So maybe that's why things are more expensive at restaurants nowadays. I'm not 100% sure. I'm gonna research it, and I'll tell y'all in another video if I find anything astonishing. And then let me make sure I got Oh, location? Okay, so it was in a nice location. When we left out, we can see Manhattan from across the water. It was really pretty, but it was pretty far from the subway. I think it was about maybe a mile away from the subway. I know to New Yorkers that's nothing, and I'm getting back to that being nothing, but that was a trek. I was tired when I reached Kokomo's, but when we were leaving, we did find a bus that just took us straight from right there on the corner. We took that bus and it took us to the subway, and when we got off the bus, we got straight on the subway. So if you go and you can catch that bus, try that, because that made our lives 1,000 times easier. And then for cleanliness, it was very clean in there, like no complaints. Like our table, we had a big table because, like I told you guys, they didn't really have any seating, and they were kind of full in there. But it was only me and Gabby, and we had a table that could fit at least, I'd say maybe 5 people, because it was 2 on this side, could have been 2 on that side. We could have got 1 on each end. So cleanliness, very, very clean. So for overall, I would give Kokomo's a 8. I wholeheartedly enjoyed my experience there. I'm so happy that I had the chance to attend the Kokomo's and eat there. I enjoyed it. So with all that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys tomorrow, because it is Vlogmas. It is Vlogmas. If you're here for Vlogmas, this is our 3rd consecutive year doing Vlogmas. We are gonna go strong. We didn't miss any days in our first Vlogmas. We didn't miss any days in our second Vlogmas. And let's pray and hope we don't miss any days in our 3rd Vlogmas. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.